You're watching 48 Fastcast.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Liz Hurley with this 48 Fastcast. This is our digital newscast where we bring you the top headlines in a short, fast-paced newscast. We start in Colbert County this afternoon, where a convicted murderer found out he'll spend the rest of his life in jail. Last month, William Moore was found guilty of the 2024 murder of motel owner Pravin Patel. Patel's family spoke during the sentencing, telling a judge how this murder has upended their lives. Moore took the stand and said that he wasn't sure why he shot Patel and said, quote, "Only God can judge me," end quote. The judge sentenced Moore to the maximum sentence of life in prison. Frightening scenes this morning at Northwest Alabama Regional Airport in Muscle Shoals. A private Learjet heading to Dallas forced to make an emergency landing after the pilot said smoke had filled the cabin. That jet was on its way from Nashville when it made that landing. 4 people were on board. No one was injured.
A lot of rain. We were talking about along and north of the river early on yesterday, but looks like it's all the way down to the Coleman County, Morgan County line with the heavy rain. It's moving fairly slowly, but pretty good soaking rain out here. It should be out here by 7 o'clock this evening for just about everyone, and we're not expecting any severe weather with this. Very muggy out there, so we'll watch maybe some gusty winds too. 73 at 4 as we go to 10 o'clock. Maybe a thunderstorm overnight, but I have to check the latest guidance on that. But again, overall looking pretty good. I think the night will be fairly quiet. Your forecast the next 3 days, rain chances tomorrow afternoon. We're going to go through that hour by hour. We continue to see a lot of changes with the model guidance, even the short-term high resolution guidance. Pretty confident Saturday's rain will only be in the morning, and then as we get into Sunday, look for nicer weather, but a little cooler and drier, more like it should be this time of year. Another look at your weather coming up.
Thank you, Brad. Alabama lawmakers encouraging college and university leaders to increase graduation rates. If this new legislation is passed, schools would use allocated funds to improve these rates. The funds would come from the Education Opportunity Reserve Fund, which holds about $1 billion. Alabama Senator Arthur Orr says he would like schools to use these funds to strengthen high-demand fields. He also states that they've used this model before and have seen success.
We're actually late to the party to raise the bar, challenge our schools of higher education, give them the resources that they need to meet those increased demands on them and to meet their targets and work with them to get something that's fair and reasonable, but at the end of the day, something that will benefit our state and certainly increase the reward or return for our taxpayers.
Orr says the plan is to treat each college differently with the model, since each institution can be different. Now let's talk more money. The Powerball jackpot continues to grow after last night's drawing. Find out how much you could win when we come back. Powerball fever back in the air after last night's drawing. No one claimed the winning numbers as the jackpot continues to rise. Jackpot now sits at $629 million. The growing jackpot comes less than a week after the Mega Millions nearly hit $1 billion. The Powerball grew to almost $2 billion just a few months ago. Next drawing takes place on Saturday.
Now, your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis.
Oh, we got rain, some gusty winds perhaps, especially from Huntsville north to Fayetteville. But a lot of this rain is just falling straight down, and it's slow to move through here, but it should be out by 7 o'clock. In fact, I think most of us will be dry by 5 o'clock the way this looks. But some needed rainfall out there. The heaviest rain is on the north side of Huntsville up to Fayetteville and up to Thames Ford Lake. You can see the rain here in Huntsville. This is going to cause probably some accidents. Watch out. We got leaves on the roads. Makes them a little bit slicker out there too. You may have encountered that yourself. 73, so very muggy out there even with the rain. Notice temperatures dropping just a little bit back into the 60s where this is more rain cooled. Next update, and again, this updates every hour. We'll probably have temperatures in Meridianville and Decatur in the mid 60s as well. All this tracking rather nicely, pretty uniform to the east. Here's tomorrow's weather maker coming in. I think the heaviest rain may end up south of us tomorrow, but there's still a chance for scattered showers and storms throughout the afternoon. What's yet to be determined is the last couple of days, the model guidance has been pretty robust with rain in the morning hours, but the latest guidance not showing as much. But I'll go through it a little bit more, and we'll share what I really think is probably going to happen with. I'll kind of manipulate the model data just a little bit coming up at 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock if you see our show there to discuss this a little bit more, because I think this particular model here looks a little too dry. So again, we'll watch it and we'll keep an update on it. Notice how most of the rain to the south. But again, we'll have another chance overnight, tomorrow night into Saturday morning ahead of the main cold front. Huntsville Havoc in town Friday and Saturday. I believe they may be in town Thursday too. I'll have to check their schedule again. Thanksgiving a week from today, 51 degrees. So a big cold front coming in. Much colder weather. We'll see morning lows probably by Friday, right around 25, maybe 26 degrees. So another deep freeze on the way.
Thank you, Brad. That'll do it for 48 Fastcast. Be sure to tune in to 48. Coming up today at 4 for more on today's top stories. And of course, join us today at 5, 6, and 10 as well. I'm Liz Hurley. Thanks for watching. Have a great Thursday.